After what feels like 1,000 years of waiting, we finally have a chance to see what Kojima has up his sleeve. Is it another Silent Hill? What about something similar to Metal Gear? Well, take those two hands, mash them together, add a baby and a bunch of fetch quests, and you've got yourself a snazzy new game featuring everyone's favorite motorcyclist, Norman Reedus, exclusive to your PlayStation video game console. But is it any good? Well, that's what we want to talk about this week on the Free Play Podcast.
You are listening to the Free Play Podcast with Bubba Stallcup, Matt Warmbier, and Kate Katawaki, part of the Love Thy Nerd podcast network.
What's up, nerds? My name is Bubba Stallcup, and you're listening to the Free Play Podcast, part of the Love Thy Nerd podcast network, and joined with me, as always, are my co-hosts and a few of my co-founders of Love Thy Nerd, Matt Warmbier.
Cohorts.
Oh, cohorts.
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 No, cohort. I was saying cohorts, like H-E-A-R-T. We're a piece of your heart.
Nobody knows any of that.
Pizza your heart.
I like
Hey, what's up? My name is Matt Warmbier, and you're listening to Gibberish.
Okay.
And Kate Katawaki.
Sorry.
Hello. This is going so well so far.
Who had to sit through all of that.
We're 1 minute
We're
in.
fine. We're fine.
Did we make it a whole minute? Goof. It's going to be a long podcast, friends.
Yeah.
It really is.
Well, hey, like I said, we are the Free Play Podcast, and we are so glad that you guys are here with us, and we hope that you can kind of make sense of some of the things that we say. Just know that if this is your first time with the Free Play Podcast, that we are not here to be super duper informative. We're not here to even be right most of the times. Kate, am I right or am I right?
You may or may not be
Can't
right.
actually
Probably
tell.
right.
We can't tell.
Oh, staying on brand there. I like that. But we are going to talk to you about some nerdy things, and as you might have heard at the beginning of the episode, you have, because we're about 2 minutes in now. It wasn't that long ago that we said this episode is going to be about Death Stranding and whatever the heck that means. So we'll get to that later on the episode. But before we do that, we got a couple quick things we want to tell you about. Hey, congratulations to our bros over at 7 Bridges. Wii U. They funded. And if you guys didn't have a chance to play that, we talked about it at LTN Con. And Matt, you and I, we've also done a Beard Bros episode about it. And you guys even did co-optional. How about that?
We did, yeah.
And if you don't believe us, both those videos are on the Kickstarter page. So
Yeah, mine's number one.
How dare you?
Wow.
Or maybe it's our one. Maybe it's not. I'm at least number
I'm
one
number
with
one,
or
is that
without
what you're
you.
saying?
Number one in my heart. Yeah, absolutely.
Cohorts, yeah.
I dig it. Put
but,
that on a shirt.
hey, congrats, man. Ron, you guys, way to go.
You did it.
We are so glad that you guys did it. I'm personally glad because I really wanted to play a final version of that game. I like it. Yeah, we are
I'm
at
glad.
the top.
Wow.
I backed it. I'm ready for it.
Yeah,
My
let's
body
go.
is ready to
Let's go.
play the real version, not the print and play version where I make my own dice.
Yeah, the print and write on your own dice version. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really hard to get those dice into the printer, but I did it because
Proud of you.
you know what? I want to play that
It's
game.
a weird thing.
Imagine that really happening. Like,
I'm
Just
sure
give it time,
somebody. Well, no, I guess they just 3D print them now. I was going to say, I'm sure somebody's done that, but they have like those laser engraving machines,
that are all
and 3D
nice.
printers
That's what
have
I
come
used.
so far. So
I laser engraved mine.
you did what now?
I laser engraved mine.
Oh, I thought you said you had ladies engrave yours, and I said, well, okay.
Well, both and had
One lady.
laser engraved.
Sounds
One
dangerous.
lady's
Marin
laser engraved.
Cornbeer engraved
Yep.
your dice. Yes.
She didn't. I black sharpied it.
How special.
Oh man. But seriously, congratulations. And if you guys haven't, go ahead and back that. It should be still live. Is that right, Matt? It's
It
still
is,
live.
yes.
Yeah.
Sure is, yep.
Go ahead and get on that train. It is a game that is ready to go, fully funded. So if you want, hop in there. It's reasonably priced, and it's just a great game. It's a nice, chill, fun game for you to play. That's 7 Bridges. Not over Konisberg anymore. It's just 7 Bridges.
If you listen to this on Friday for the release day, it'll have 12 days left on the Kickstarter.
Nice. You know what? I'll have to put a link to this in the show notes for people to click.
Wow.
You will have to do that.
We're doing really
yes.
well here, guys. Keep it up.
Yeah, this is how we get stuff done. We just
Batting
talk about
1,000.
it. Hey, also, we are back. As I mentioned, we had some Beard Bros and co-optional stuff with Seven Bridges. We are back with our Beard Bros and co-optional weekly stuff. Mm-hmm. And we had Power Rangers last week. That was fun.
Go Power Rangers. It was fun.
I mean,
Erin
it
was mad that I wouldn't let her cheat.
Well, maybe you should have.
That's funny. I like it.
I know. Well, it was really short. That card we kept getting, like, it destroys us. It destroys the Rangers.
Dude, Peppa Pig is kind of a jerk.
It's Pudgy Pig.
Well, tomato, potato.
Okay. He is kind of a jerk. I picked him because I thought he'd be a little easier, and I didn't remember those cards.
Yeah.
They're bad.
You guys got wrecked, for sure.
We really did. That's the first time I've ever lost that game.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad we could share that with you.
Yeah.
I know. So quick,
how
too.
was bragging camp?
It was good.
Say that's
Till
the
then.
first time you've ever lost it.
But it was a lot of fun. I'm glad to be back doing this again. It was too long. It was a few months off. So this next Saturday we will be doing
Commissioned, which is today is Friday when you're listening to this as it releases.
Yes.
So we have a Beard Bros episode that comes out today at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, other time in other time zones. So just check your local listings. Yeah. And then tomorrow, Saturday, we have the co-optional that Matt, you and Erin have played already.
Yeah. We're ready to watch it as well.
Really messing with the timeline here. Dates, times, what's happening.
Well, if you know, you know. And if you don't, I'm sorry. Listen to my baby crying.
Okay. Set that as your
Is that your baby or my baby?
I think it's mine.
Okay,
Who knows?
Good. Perfect.
But it's good to be back, and I'm excited to play more games. We have Unmatched coming up later in the month as well.
Oh, yeah, we got to do that, yeah.
We do got to do that.
I like that game, man. I'm ready for that one.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, we have commissioned by Car Games. Like, let's not bury the lead here. You're gonna want to make sure to check that one out. And also, if you like Love Thy Nerd and also Car Games on Facebook, and then share the post for co-optional, you're gonna get entered for an opportunity to win a copy of Commissioned. And it's the same thing every week on co-optional. If you like us and the other, the developer or the publisher or whomever, and then share the post, you get entered to win a copy of said game.
Yep.
I love it.
Kind of hard to beat that.
Me too.
All you have to do is pay shipping and handling, and everything is COD.
Yeah, and it's 3 easy payments of $19.95.
Yeah, the first 3 are easy payments. The last 3,
difficult.
They're
Very
super.
difficult.
They're hard on purpose. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We also have a community gift exchange going on.
Ooh-wee.
I just signed up for it.
Santa
Yes,
is here.
you did. Well,
I put a lot of stuff on my wish list.
we don't believe in Santa.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I still do. That's why I said that.
Belschnickel. We're all about the Belschnickel. Yeah.
Impish or admirable.
What?
I think Matt is impish.
You don't. Oh, you are impish for sure. Come
The
on,
Office?
dude. Did you even watch The Office, bro?
Okay, yeah, okay. Sometimes I do.
Belschnickel is
It's
here.
fine.
Yeah. Pause this episode and go watch that episode of The Office. I'm not
Do
even
it.
going to tell you what it is. Just watch the whole thing. Watch all of The Office until you get there, and then watch past it and watch it all again.
This podcast, suddenly you'll understand everything that we're saying in this podcast.
Everything. But you're going to want to get in on that gift exchange. It's actually going to be closing. I think I have it on the 15th or the 17th. I can't remember exactly, but it's something in there just so that you guys have time to
What,
buy
of November?
gifts. Yeah.
What? It's already like November 4.
Yeah.
Well, November 8th.
Oh, sorry.
Because
Sticking with the
what I'm going to do is I want people to have time to know the person, to know what they want, and to get in on all the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all that jazz. Because
That's
we
true.
want you to
That's
have
true.
sent it out by the 1st or 2nd of December. No more of this. Oh, it's January 24th. Got to still send that gift exchange gift out.
Gotcha. Okay. And it's a
down
random
on it.
assignment?
It's completely rando.
How much?
But I can blacklist people.
What if I pay you $20 to give me a specific person?
then I will have $20 more, and you will have another random person. I'm down with that.
Okay, never mind.
Here, why don't you just tell me who it is?
I don't want to.
Oh, okay. Is it Matt?
No,
It's not Matt.
Okay.
I don't feel comfortable saying because I actually don't know. I was just saying a hypothetical situation.
You don't know how to say it, or you don't feel comfortable saying it?
Both, and I also don't have a person's name in my head right now.
Both and none. Got it. Okay.
Yes.
Matt, you writing that down?
He wrote it.
Mr. Both and none.
I saw it.
Hey, get in there on the Community Gift Exchange on our Facebook group. Just search for Love Thy Nerd Community, and it is the pinned post right there. And it's a really dope. It's got a really cool GIF there of who is that? Fallon and Mr. Timberlake. If you're nasty, so go and get in on that. We would love for you guys to be a part of that. There is like a $60 limit on it, but I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to spend more than that, who cares?
You do you.
Oh,
you
just do it.
$60.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's like the price of a
that's
video
one
game.
game. That's like one game. You're right.
You're right. If you want to spend $0 and knit somebody a potholder, a la Phyllis Vance, then you're welcome to do that. I guess she did an oven mitt, not a potholder. But I don't think it matters. Like if you have the means to do something really cool for somebody, just freaking do it. Do what you got to do. Matt, I hope you enjoy your oven mitt. By the way,
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
I'm gonna crochet you a square that you could use for whatever you want.
Blanket.
A small square, 4 by 6 inches.
It's like a blanket for a rat. Yeah, but like a really warm blanket for a rat.
Yeah. Well, I'll be fine.
Hey, last but not least, here in this opening section, we want to just say, hey, we're thinking about you, sending good vibes out, praying for all of you guys that are dealing with the latest of the California fires. Kate, that's you, bro.
You know what? Thanks for the prayers. It's fine.
We didn't
get
say
vibes.
prayers.
You get
we
vibes.
actually just said good vibes.
Sorry,
you get vibes.
whatever. It's the situation's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, none taken.
Oh,
So
pass.
It's fine. It's fine. It was just a little uneasy. Like Steven and I were walking our dog. We saw a little light on the hill. My eyes are not good, so I thought it was a light. Turns out it was a fire.
well, technically a fire is a light, but okay, I see what you're
Well, there's little lights on the hill out there, so planes don't hit it. And I thought it was one of
hide
those.
it under a bushel.
But it was a fire starting, and then it just went poof. I was not in any danger. I just have a clear view of all the hills around.
You had a big piece of ash.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird. We didn't get any ash on any of the other fires, and they were way closer than that one. So
Interesting.
It's the wind.
yeah, well,
Science.
I posted a picture of this ginormous ash chunk of whatever next to my hand and said, "This is a big piece of ash." Then somebody on Twitter said, "No, those are
would you say
rocks."
it was a big ash piece?
No, I did not. But this person was trolling me
Missed
and
opportunity, I
said,
guess.
"No, those are rocks."
Boom, roasted.
Those are rocks?
Because rocks were underneath my hand on the other side.
Oh.
This
that'll
person
teach you.
just, I don't know. I was so mad that I got trolled, and it wasn't even that bad of a troll.
Well, yeah, it was low-hanging fruit.
I was so mad. Like, anyways, the fires are fine.
You're not
They're
going to
like,
fall for that again.
I will not fall for that
Not again.
And I know this person is local, too. So I could run into them and find them.
Get them.
I plan on it.
Okay, good.
Fires are going to be okay. 80% contained.
Well, okay. Well, that's good. Seriously, though, we are, sending vibes out and, prayers for all of you guys and girls that are dealing. We are. Yeah. We've talked about this before, Matt. We are. We have to. Got to send them out. Just for anybody that's dealing with it, we know this is a yearly thing for you guys in California. And there is a lot of land across the United States and houses and stuff that are in other places. So just know that the housing market exists outside of California. And if you ever decide to do so, you could probably live like a king or queen in another state. If
I was
you so
not
chose.
expecting that. I don't know what I thought you were going to say, but it wasn't that. And
This is like prayers and advice. Yeah.
It's really, I like it.
The advice is free. Yeah. The prayers are not.
Prayers, you got to pay for those. Well, hey, let's move on to what we've been playing. So, Kate, you've got something written down here.
Big news, everyone. So if
let's hear it.
If you listened to last week's episode, I bought Red Dead Redemption 2 during the episode.
That's a true story.
And it came Wednesday, and I've been playing it ever since. So
Just tell me what you think.
I love it.
Okay, let's move
All
on.
right, Matt, what have you been playing?
Move on.
No, just let's hear more. Tell me
Okay.
stories.
I thought you were going to
I
ask.
wanna hear
Okay,
stories.
a story. Well, there's like the beginning section where you go pick out a new horse.
Oh, spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. So I was
Some of us
super
haven't played
excited.
yet.
I was super excited to get the new horse. I led her to the little hitching post. I hitched her to the post, and I went to pet her, but I pressed the wrong button. I punched her in the face, and she
Punch
ran
in the
away.
face.
And I shut my PlayStation off right then and there to restart it. And I was super upset. I was like, no.
You should
like, all
whistle.
upset.
You whistle and they come back.
No,
Even
but I didn't
no matter
want.
how many times you punch
no,
them.
I didn't want that. I will not
I'm
take
sorry.
your livestock
Isn't that
advice.
the worst? It's the worst, isn't it?
I
But
felt
it's also
sick
kind
to my
of
stomach
super
for
funny.
a second. But
Next time that happens, I want you to get the video.
No.
I want you to do a little PS share. I
Don't.
want you to share it to
Yeah,
me.
you know exactly how to work that PlayStation share button. So
Please.
no, I only know how to do the pictures and send to your
The video,
PlayStation account. Not
I'm just
video.
going to say, when you do the video, make sure you edit it before you send it anywhere because it's really difficult to edit after that, okay?
Yeah, like a 5 gigabyte file.
Yeah, it's huge. So I want you to find the Invisible Man. I want Horpins to ride again. I want you to punch your horse in the face
No,
sometimes. Not on purpose.
it looks like she's well on track to do most of that stuff.
I want you to accidentally ride up on the sidewalk and run people over. I want you to get shot at. I want you
Yes,
to
all
just
this-
kind of lose control of your horse at all times, okay?
Well, all these things have happened, so I mean,
Well,
I accidentally ran over a small log while I was taking the wagon into camp.
over.
Naturally, yeah.
And it kind of got stuck, so I didn't know how to reverse, so I just kept going forward, and then it tipped and it said it's over.
Yep, the end.
But
that's
it
a
And
is,
mission.
everybody
failed.
died of dysentery. Yep.
I forgot about the 2-disc thing. So I was like, why is this so heavy? There's a surprise in here. Because I forgot that there was 2 discs to load the whole thing onto the PlayStation. So I thought there was a special something in the box. And there wasn't. It was just an extra disc.
Well, there's a map, isn't there?
Well, yeah, but I thought it was, I don't know.
No, but the special thing was a disc, not the map. Obviously,
Well,
it's
the
going to come
special
with a
thing
map.
was
No,
the game.
I was excited about the map, but I thought just the weight made me think there would be another surprise in there, but it's fine. The game is
what?
like,
What did you expect? Now you have my curiosity piqued. And just picking it up, just with the weight of the box alone, what did you
Snake.
think was in there?
Rattlesnake.
1 disc,
Okay.
maybe a map, maybe a poster, maybe a huge poster folded down.
Okay. So that's what
Okay,
you thought
I
it
guess-
was. Wasn't
That's what
it
I thought
that?
it was. It was a map. I'm gonna put it
No,
right here
it's like
behind my.
it's like a poster map, yeah.
I'm gonna put it
Because
behind me.
when I got Undead Nightmare, that's what it had in there. It had a double-sided. One side was the Undead Nightmare, and the other side was just regular map for Red Dead.
Yes.
Well, whatever. I got
And
2
this
discs
had another disc.
and a small
Just-
map. It's fine. I'm not. I just thought it would be something else. I don't know.
Well, let's just. So you're playing now, and is it everything you hoped for?
It is more than I hoped for. Although I was
Okay.
a little bit discouraged at the beginning, and I thought I can't do this. I don't know.
What?
I was a little bit overwhelmed by all the things and all the buttons you push to do all the things. It's like, all
Had
right,
some
this
Breath
is
of
very
the Wild syndrome here. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yes, I did. It was very detailed, very in depth. And I'm
Very
like,
quickly.
very quickly. I thought, how am I supposed to remember all these things? And then I punched
Yeah.
the horse in the face. I'm like, this is not going well for me.
just to
I've
relieve
just
a little bit of
started.
stress. Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, the whole snow in the beginning kind of I think just throws you off.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. It did throw me off, but at the same time, I said, oh, this game looks awesome. Like it's
Yeah.
so cool looking. No wonder it has 2 discs.
Well, and you're playing it on a PS4 Pro and a 4K TV, so
Yes, I am, and it just. I'm
you're getting
very
the full
happy.
experience.
I'm very
Whole
happy
enchilada.
with my what's it called? Snap purchase that I did during
Your-
the episode. And I have
Impulse.
a playlist
Got
for
it. I
it.
was like,
Impulse
snap,
by
I know.
Snap purchase, Snap judgment, Snap purchase could be
Hey, you're doing great. Yeah.
Keep all the snaps.
all the snaps. I have a playlist for it. That was my main purpose in buying it, was that I can make a playlist.
How much
Needs a little-
Kanye's on there?
There's no Kanye. Do you
Well,
think they
then
had
it's not a
Kanye
complete
in,
playlist.
in that time period? No.
Oh, agree to disagree.
No. So I love the game. My playlist is really coming together. I also have a Witcher playlist that is probably the most on-brand playlist I've ever made for a game. It already has 2 followers, and I didn't advertise it anywhere.
Whoa, look alive, everybody.
I have never heard anybody brag about 2 followers on anything.
But the thing is, I made it for
I'm bragging,
myself.
it's got 2 followers.
I made it
You're gonna
for
wanna get on this
myself.
That's
whole time.
NBD. That's fine.
It is, though. I made it. I didn't make it for other people to follow. I made it for myself, and I made it public, and the people came to me. I can't help it.
If you make it, they will come.
Exactly.
Yeah, real Field of Dreams moment for you here, Kate.
So it's
glad we
great.
could share that with
Anyways,
you.
Matt, what have you been playing?
Well, not much, to be honest.
Oh, you have 3 things written here, so there's something.
I have 2 things written here. Thank you. Read again.
He doesn't want to brag. He doesn't brag about his 2 things. Yeah.
Oh wait, there's no comma there. Okay,
I was playing Shadows of Mordor. It's still good. I like it, but you just ever sit down like you have time to play a game, and you're just like, I just don't really want to.
Yep.
I don't want to do
Very
anything.
often.
So then you end up just like watching something because you just don't have the energy to do it. So I turned it on a couple times. I'm like, I don't think so. I'm just going to watch YouTube videos. And that's what I did.
Okay, so what videos? So let's backtrack just a little bit here. What videos are you spending your video game time watching?
Man, I end up like watching a lot of these, like, it's not always the gaming historian, but kind of like ones like that. Just stories about gaming. If the kids are around when I'm doing it, they want to watch glitch videos for Breath of the Wild.
Oh, man.
And so I even learned how to do this glitch where you can glitch through a wall and basically beat the first Master Sword trial super easily. Like you can do this like weird shield surf where you
work smarter, not
take
harder.
your shield away before you hit the ground, and then you have like this the way you jump in the air, then you kind of almost jump sideways. It's weird. Then you can jump through a wall. I don't know. So we watched that. I don't know, man. Like sometimes I get stuck on this Penn and Teller magician thing.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm talking about? Where they're trying to like
their TV show.
Yeah, can you fool them?
us.
Basically, like, yeah. So, like, I'll watch this, and Aaron's like, I cannot believe you like watching this. I'm like, what are you talking about? These people are amazing.
Love that. The dude
Thank
that blows
you.
the smoke out of his mouth when he's like doing his
Thank
card
you.
Oh my
tricks.
gosh.
Yeah, they're so good. Like, they're just some, like, I cannot figure out how they do it. And I guess that's the reason why they're fooled, Penn and Teller.
The
So
Rubik's
that's usually what I
Cube
watch.
bag guy.
I didn't see that one.
I can't with that,
all
dude.
right.
I just it
All right, I'll put that one up
it's
next.
I'm
a little too
intrigued.
close to sorcery.
Well, I'm going to check it out. What I had played besides Power Rangers, I did mention that. I picked up Seven Wonders Duel, finally.
Okay.
Have you played that before?
I've not even played Seven Wonders yet. Somebody
Okay.
asked me the other day. It's like a 7-player board game, yeah?
I think it's up to 7 players, but
It's like Civ?
it's older. It's from mid to maybe 2010-ish
Okay.
game, and you can play Seven Wonders as a 2-player game, but it's kind of hot trash. It doesn't work well. It's kind of broken.
Perfect.
So they made Seven Wonders Duel, and it is really well done. Super fun. There's several ways to win, so you have to be thoughtful about, well, how's the military power versus like, I'm going after science here, but you're going after military, and if I don't, you'll win instantly if I'm not paying attention. That's what happened when I played Avon. I was destroying him with victory points, but if the other person gets to the max on military power, then you just instantly lose. And I wasn't paying attention.
That's how the world works. Yep.
Yep.
That
Yep.
sucks.
So super fun game for 2 players, which I think that we probably need to do maybe do a Beard Bros where we just kind of talk about top 3 2-player games, or
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, something like that. So
yeah, we
I
got
would
some
put
of that stuff, that like quick hitting, listicle kind of stuff that we need to definitely get
Yep.
together and do.
Yep. So it's well done. But now Kate's making me want to play Red Dead again.
Did you
I
listen
still
to my
have to play it.
playlist? I sent you the link.
I know. I listened to a little bit.
He was
of it,
one of your
and
2
Aaron was like,
followers. How dare you?
No, he wasn't. Was
He
he?
was both
Wasn't
of
I?
them. You're
No,
right.
I don't think you were.
well,
It's
I'm about
fine.
to fix
I don't care.
that.
No, I'm not asking for followers. Let them come.
I know they're coming.
I'm not asking for them. Let them come. That's a
My boss says I could
terms.
make a lot of money.
Well, your boss also...
Your boss should
Don't
be
say it.
the one who's giving you all that money.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That
Tell
is
him
true.
I'm waiting.
Okay, according to this, you only have one follower, and I think it's me. I just followed you. I'm going to follow for a second here. Yep, I'm the only follower at present.
Mine
Sorry,
says
Kate.
2. Whatever.
Well,
We're not
that's
here
a
to talk
lie.
about how many followers this is.
I mean, it's neither here nor there.
Whatever.
I'm going to report abuse.
Don't.
Okay, that's probably for the best.
That's all I've been playing, and I hope to play more. Maybe I'll play Red Dead. Maybe I'll go back to Red Dead 1. Maybe I'll finish Shadows of Mordor. Who knows?
It'll be a
All
surprise.
this and more next week on
Tune
the
in
Free
next
Play
week.
Podcast.
Oh, same bat time, same bat channel.
What about you, Bubs? What have you been playing?
Tell us.
I've not been playing a whole lot. I'm actually waiting right now. I contacted my friendly local game store about Marvel Champions, the legacy card game, and I'm interested in it. Not because I've been following it, because I haven't. Not having money really puts a dampener on being able to like follow the board game and gaming industry in a big kind of way. So I'm hoping to get out of this funk here pretty quick, or to find a better way to stay up on things, because it's kind of important to stay up to date on this stuff. So
just eat less food.
I tried, but my family is like, nah, dog.
How dare they?
Yeah, I mean,
My family knows. It's called No Eat Mondays.
no eat
I'm just
weekdays.
kidding. Yeah.
But
Yeah, I get that.
But I've got that coming in. I talked to my friendly local game store, and they should have a copy of that in on Wednesday. So I'll get that. But I have been playing, and I say been playing, it's like last night I played this. I played Diablo 3 on my Xbox. And this is all, we'll talk about it here in a little bit, in light of all the Diablo 4 stuff and BlizzCon and whatever. And it just reinvigorated my desire to want to play that game, because I absolutely love Diablo games. Like an unhealthy amount. They are my black hole. They're the pit of eternal despair, because of how much time and effort, and in Diablo 2's case, money I spent on actual like in-game things.
Are those can you cross play?
I do not know. I know that I can play. I have it on computer. I have it on Xbox. I have it on PlayStation, and I also have it on Nintendo Switch. So, to the best of my knowledge, I've not been able to cross-play yet with Diablo. I've been able to do that with, like, what was it? Rocket League and a couple other games, but I have not been able to do that yet with Diablo. But I don't mind.
You cannot.
It doesn't bother me, man, because I'll just play it again. Like when Castle Crashers came out, I have Castle Crashers on like 35 different systems. There are certain games that I will play over and over and over again from the beginning until I just can't play it anymore. And Diablo 3 is one of those games for me.
Like Dragon Age Inquisition?
No, like a game that I want to play.
No, I'm saying but for me.
Oh, yeah, okay.
According to PlayStation, you've been playing Sonic Mania for 4 weeks. I actually asked, I sent a message on there and asked to watch to play. You didn't respond yet.
Yeah, so what happens is my PlayStation just stays on. And the last game I played was Sonic Mania, obviously.
Oh. You're still playing according to everybody.
Everybody, yeah. 4 weeks worth of playtime. It's my number one game.
Yeah. Well, if you get an invite or a message asking me to watch, you say yeah.
I love it, man. That's great. But we've got a game night coming up this week, so I should be playing a bunch more games and getting some stuff going. I bought some D&D character models, some 3D characters for the kids that play at my church, and we'll see how that goes. They were playing with like dice as characters and chips and gummy worms and a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, this is embarrassing. It's time. It's time. So we've upgraded them, but yeah, hopefully we have a lot more games, all of us, that we can say that we've played. So let's say this. By next episode, let's try and play 2 games at least. Okay, so like one that you've played a lot and one that you've never played. Try and play a brand new game.
I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2. It'll be like this for months.
Play another one. The people want new. This is what they're paying for, Kate. Okay?
No one's paying anything.
I give a new one?
Give a newer one.
Okay.
I'll consider it.
It's done. The people have spoken. Well, let's move on to some nerdy news. Things going on in...
That's the news.
Well,
Yeah.
great. Now we can't monetize because...
Trademarked.
Yeah.
What? I changed that one. Instead of dee, I went dee.
Perfect.
That's just like slower Mario. That's all that was. Sad Mario. Well, we had a couple things happen. Kate, the Witcher trailer came out for Netflix.
Yes. And
I say Kate because you're the only one that's watched it.
Yes, and I've seen it multiple times. But I've been kind of on the fence about it. Just like the first trailer was hype and like cool, but I'm like, I'm not 100% sold on Henry Cavill as Geralt. This had me
They
sold.
asked me to do it, and I had to turn them down. I was busy.
Matt said he could only do one scene, and it was him in that barrel of water. Like, that was the only one that he could do.
Well, the barrel or some type of tub was in this trailer at the very end, but even Steven loved
That's
this
Matt's
trailer.
body.
No, it's not. And Steven is excited about this show. He's like, when's Geralt coming to Netflix? And here was the moment that happened where I was like, okay, I see the vision. I understand the vision. I like the vision. There's a moment when Geralt is talking to this girl and she's like, oh, I thought you'd have horns or fangs or something. And he goes, I filed them down.
Does he say that in the game?
It's pretty metal.
No, but
of him.
that's how his like personality is in the game. So I was like, oh my gosh, it's really him. And like Steven.
Did he say, let's play Gwent?
No, he didn't. Not
well.
in this trailer. Maybe in the
Hashtag
next
not my
one.
Geralt.
But it looks awesome. Big budget.
I heard there's 6 seasons planned.
I heard 8.
I heard many seasons planned.
Well, it's based off the books and not the game, but who knows? Maybe it'll
They made
wade
books out of that
into
game?
No, it was before. Books came
I
first.
filed them down.
Exactly.
See? That's why they wanted me to do it.
Books came before the game.
Okay, Matt, it's too late for your audition tape.
So long story short, everybody, it's probably going to be awesome if you're a Witcher fan, whether you've read the books or not. It'll still probably be awesome. I'm excited about it. I will be watching it no matter what happens
No matter what?
in it. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
No matter what happens, I'm just going to watch it.
You're in it.
Yeah, but I bet
Okay.
you the first season's going to be like 6 episodes or something short.
Yeah, it will be, and you have to wait 3 years for the next one.
Probably.
I'm legitimately concerned about The Witcher that it's going to be raunchy for like no reason. Like that's my only concern about it is that it's going to go, at least in its first season, it's going to Game of Thrones us.
Probably.
And I'm going to go, I really wanted to watch that.
I know, but I'm going to try to get through it is what I'm saying.
Okay. Well,
I'm going to try.
you
Best
can
of
do
luck to
you
you.
can you
Thank
do
you.
all the sinning and then you tell us about it.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I won't like it after one
And
episode,
then-
and then I'll say, forget what I said. I'm done.
Matt, you and I we can vid angel it.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Take all the dirty swears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do episode 1 Star Wars first. To all the Jar Jars.
Oh man. Hey, just so we're clear, like I still watch things that have, that kind of stuff in it, but it's hard for me to watch with my kids around and stuff like that. And I know that like The Witcher is not a children's show. It's not Sesame Street. It's not the Muppets. But there are plenty of shows that I can watch with my kids around. I don't know. I don't want to have to watch it in the shadows.
It's the throwing that stuff in for no reason, just to be
no
like
reason.
edgy and like competitive. That's the point where it's like, okay, this is whack and lame.
And that's what Thrones, they were like, we had to do that in the first season to catch people. And then it wasn't as prevalent in the next seasons. So I don't know. I just worry about that. And especially worry about it because Netflix is like, this is us. This is our thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Anyways, BlizzCon happened.
That BlizzCon, though.
You got some good news, didn't you, Bubba?
Yeah, Diablo 4 is coming out. Let's freaking go. Seriously, I am super jazzed about this. And there were a bunch of leaks and stuff that came out ahead of time, and everybody knew that Diablo 4 was coming out. Everybody knew that Overwatch 2 was coming out. Everybody knew that there was something going on with World of Warcraft and its new expansion. Like, there were a lot of things that came out. But being able to see Diablo 4 and have them talk about it being an open world, and honestly, them having like playable demo at BlizzCon, which I did not get a chance to do, but a bunch of people that we know had a chance to play it. Everybody said, this feels great. The problem is, it's not going to be probably anything like that when the final game comes out.
No. They want to just whet your appetite.
Well, they said that it's not ready. It's not coming out soon, and it's not even coming out Blizzard soon, which Blizzard soon is like 3 years away. So it's probably closer to like a 2022, 2023 kind of release date that we'll see for Diablo 4, which
But
sucks.
a reskinned Overwatch is going to be out pretty soon, too.
Yeah.
Reskin.
So Overwatch 2 is it's gonna have story mode, which I'm about that. It's gonna have
cool.
PvE, which everything about Overwatch was PvP in Overwatch 1. Everything was. You didn't play a single game without it being PvP. So PvE is like being able to go out and shoot robots and stuff like that. And so them adding that into the story and all the new maps and all the new characters and everything else that's going on, it's got a lot of people kind of scratching their heads saying, this kind of just feels like DLC.
Yeah.
And I get that. Especially since the model is, if you have Overwatch 1, you're going to get all the characters. You're going to get all of the maps. You're going to get to play and carry over everything that you have already and play with Overwatch 2 people. I get that it looks like, well, what am I buying? Am I just purchasing story mode? Because I don't think story mode is worth $60. I think they're going to have to do a lot more to sell people on Overwatch 2. Especially
I'm
the
gonna need
people.
some Fortnite skins.
Oh yeah.
Well, they also don't have a release date, so
Oh yeah.
there
Tomorrow.
is that. No,
Well, why not?
because he said no.
But
Well, that's
no,
it.
why? It's basically done. It's the same freaking game.
He said, and by he I mean like Jeff Kaplan, the director, game director. They were asking, okay, when's it come out? And here's a direct quote from him. He said, I don't know. I have no idea. Like, just let us make it great. That's what we care about more than anything. We don't have a
Asking
date
so
in
many
mind.
stupid questions. All right, Jeez.
It'll come out when it comes out.
Yeah.
Blizzard is going dark on Overwatch 2 until they have more to share.
You keep asking. I'm gonna move the date back. All right. I mean it.
It's
I
coming
mean
out
it this
Blizzard
time.
soon. Get off my back.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Overwatch 2, that's going to be dope. I'm probably going to buy it because of story mode and because of the PvE stuff. I'm not a huge PvP guy. I'm just not. It's never been a thing that's really called out to me. I play it because other people play it, but I would much rather like get into a Destiny raid or something like that where I'm doing things with other people, where I'm not trying to beat them. I'm working with them. I like co-op stuff a whole lot more than I like competitive stuff. So, World of Warcraft also talked about their Shadowlands expansion. So that is, and this is me doing my best World of Warcraft understanding impression here. It's going into the afterworld, or like the afterlife of World of Warcraft. So anytime your character dies or gets rezzed back at, the whatever the spot is that you get rezzed at, the res spot, I think is the technical name for it. And like you have to go through the Shadowlands in order to do that. And so like it's allowing you to go into that area and experience that. And there's a really cool cinematic for really all of this stuff that Blizzard has put out that you can watch that kind of explains Diablo 4. It explains Overwatch 2 and also now World of Warcraft Shadowlands. So if you're into World of Warcraft, my guess is that you're going to be all over this.
this is your thing.
This is your jam right here.
Congratulations.
You're not going to want to miss this, so don't. I don't know what else to say on that.
Okay.
I think that's pretty definitive.
Noted.
Yeah. Also, Hearthstone Descent of Dragons expansion was also announced, and I didn't see this. I didn't stick around for the Hearthstone stuff.
You weren't excited about Hearthstone?
Not so much. I'm not a. It's the card game stuff, and I'm not really big on that. I know I said I was all about the Marvel Champion stuff, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this. I tried playing what was it, Light Seekers, and even Warhammer, Matt. We were playing that card game. I just have a hard time getting into those Magic the Gathering kind of competitive card games, and this is more of the same for me. So I don't know. They had an expansion come out. Something about, I feel like Funkhauser, Derek was talking about it being like chess, something.
Yes.
Nobody knows.
It's a game.
It's a game. Well, hey, if you like Hearthstone and you don't want me to butcher this anymore, just go and figure out all the information on your own. I don't know. But BlizzCon was pretty dope, and this was a big deal for them because they were coming off of the heels of all of that Hong Kong madness, where they banned a streamer and also two of the shoutcasters, and it was a big, huge blowout. And we are not going to talk about the political climate of that. All we're going to say is that Blizzard still held their BlizzCon, and they have the president of Blizzard put out kind of an explanation on why they did what they did and how it was handled, and whether you agree with it or not, it's the explanation for what happened. It's no more hearsay, he said, she said kind of stuff, but that will help kind of get you in the right direction. And Kate, make a note, and we'll put that in the show notes. She's
put what in the show notes? The letter.
The letter. Okay. Oh man. Well, hey, let's move on to our main topic for the day, and that is, what the heck is Death Stranding even about? And that's a good question to ask.
Matt doesn't know, so hopefully
Matt,
go ahead.
What do you think it's about? Let's do a before and after.
Okay.
What do you think it's about?
So I've seen the trailers, and there's the guy holding the baby in that little bottle thing, that glass jar thing.
You're doing great. Yeah, you're doing great.
It honestly, for those of you who read the Marvel comics where Cable is traveling around with Hope strapped to his chest, the baby Hope strapped to his chest, that's what it reminds me of. I think he's a delivery service guy. He might work for UPS or something.
You sure he doesn't work for Babies R Us?
But it might be it might be
both.
But they're out of business unless it's the future, and they might be back in business.
Business is
so I
booming.
think he's like a mailman. He's like a mailman from the future who carries babies.
Well, that's it. You got it. So thanks for listening, everyone. And
the end. Okay. What are the people saying about it?
Fill in the blanks.
Okay. Well, first we're going to start off with what some of the reviews have said about it.
Okay.
That may or may not add clarity to your thoughts.
Probably may not add clarity.
Probably may not, but it's funny. So, Games Radar says, an okay game, ironically lost in its lengthy delivery.
Oh, see, that's the double entendre there.
The Verge. Oh,
delivery.
What? Delivery. Okay. I get it. The Verge says Death Stranding is a long, bizarre journey that's both breathtaking and boring.
Okay, that sounds like a little like Fallout. Then,
yeah,
to me.
CNET says a grueling journey that doesn't do its universe justice. Somebody else, I forgot to write down who. My bad. Says its tagline
Marin Cornbeer said,
"Tomorrow is in your hands," but for us, it's more like next week. So as you can see, just based off the ratings, because everybody got the review copies, so ratings are all over the place, and critics cannot seem to agree at all on the rating and whether this game is good or not. So we're just going to look at what we know based off of what people have seen in the review copy of the game.
Okay.
Right?
So what are some of the things that we know so far?
Well, we know there are notable actors in the game, such as Mads Mikkelsen, Norman Reedus, Guillermo del Toro, and Troy Baker, who's like a killer voice actor, voices everybody. But who
does the baby's voice?
It doesn't say who does the baby's voice, so I think a real baby did it.
Okay.
Mr. Baby. Yeah.
Well. Go ahead.
We know it is an open world action RPG in post-apocalyptic American society. You play as Sam Porter Bridges, a courier supposed to deliver stuff to all the isolated cities that are in.
You got that?
He's a mailman.
He's a mailman.
Yeah, well, look at this. You fall down a lot until you get stronger, and falling can damage your cargo.
So, like, when you're playing the game, you have to hold the triggers down and use the thumbsticks to balance all the junk that you're carrying on your back.
So it's like over-encumbered in Fallout.
You're always over-encumbered. Always over, because that's
but
the whole point of the game.
That just ruined it for me. I'm out.
Yeah, you can lose your cargo, and they're like, you have to get 10 hours into the game before it even feels like a game and not just a bunch of fetch quests. But then it's still a bunch of fetch quests, but it has some combat built into it, and one thing that people are in agreement on is that this game is not fun. It is not a fun game to play. If you like tedious things, this is your game.
It sounds like I don't have time for this.
It says the main story is like 80 hours long.
That's bananas.
So, I mean, that's what Kotaku
bananas
reported.
Crazy.
They reported that they finished the main story in 80 hours.
Well, they had some time in their hands.
And there is some combat, but people have said it feels like fleeting and quick and not really like meaningful or in depth.
You're trying to outbalance the other person.
Basically,
that's the combat.
They said there's almost no real threat, and generally the worst thing that happens is damaging a package so much you fail the mission.
Oh yeah.
Was this created by Benjamin Franklin?
Yes. It was created by his second cousin, Kojima. So yeah.
Here's a highlight from what I saw for me.
Okay.
You can throw grenades made out of your own pee and poop.
This is the kind of like hard-hitting journalism you only get from Love Thy Nerd. Yeah, absolutely.
So what, you didn't guess
I have to watch him do that? Like, make those?
I don't know.
You make boom boom? You want to make boom boom?
No, it's yours. It's not the baby's. Yeah.
Yeah, it's yours. The baby, I don't know. But, look,
tell me about the baby.
Yeah, what is the baby for? So, the Death Stranding babies, which implies there's more than just one baby, provide power to Sam, the main character's sensors to help him detect supernatural creatures known as beached things or BTs. However, like batteries, the babies often need recharging. They didn't say how this was done.
They need naps.
How do you recharge the baby? So beached things are spirits of the dead who are unable to pass on, and they are now drifting the wasteland, fatally seeking out the living, released by the thinning boundary between our world and the afterlife. So ghosts
fatally
everywhere.
Trying to stop people from delivering packages. How dare they?
I know.
They know. Rain, snow, sleet, or hail.
Pee or
post
poop.
office.
Yeah, Kevin Costner taught me that.
Mm-hmm. Well, weird.
Yeah,
there is a multiplayer aspect to it, though. Like it's this big open world. 90% of it, you feel like you're just walking across it. There's a multiplayer aspect to it where the people can actually, they're not with you there in real time, but things that other players have constructed can kind of help you, and they can appear
like Animal
in the world.
Crossing.
That's probably accurate.
Like when someone puts a letter on the community board, or if you send a letter to, what's his name? Logo, he'll show you the letter that Kate sent me, maybe, or sent him,
That's
maybe.
exactly what it's like.
Okay.
That's why it's called Animal Crossing.
Hey man, if that's what you need, absolutely. Yeah, if you need to take and one-to-one this Death Stranding to Animal Crossing, absolutely.
Well, the babies are kind of making it weird, but yeah, I think pretty much it's the same game.
Oh my gosh. Well,
so who is Tom Nook in this game, though? That's what I want to know.
Well, probably the baby, because you're so dependent on it.
Oh, the baby is Tom Nook.
You have to carry around Tom Nook the whole game, and he's like...
He's always stealing from you.
He's like, man, my battery's sure running low. I could probably use some more bells in here. And you're like, come on, I just paid you. He's like, well, I'm going to have to break your kneecaps. I'm sorry.
That's exactly it.
Oh, I mean, silly Tom Nook.
None of my research showed that, but I'm pretty sure you're right. And that's what this game is.
Okay. Well, I think we figured it out.
But the online element multiplayer is interesting because people may have constructed a way to get around something so that it's easier for you as you go through to carry your cargo using what they've constructed. And I guess there's a likes system in place where people can like stuff that they found to be really useful and helpful.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Yeah.
Also, there are ladders that lead to nowhere. People have already in the close, I don't want to say demo because, these reviewers have gotten full copies of the game. All these review copies, they've made ladders that go absolutely nowhere. So you climb up this ladder that's on a cliff and you're carrying all this crap on your back and then you fall off the ladder because it goes to nowhere and you lose all that stuff. So there is tons of troll potential in this game.
Angry.
Yeah. I think this is a game that I would buy to play when I don't want to think about anything.
This sounds like No Man's Sky, the first cut.
Yes. I'm just going to go, I've got, maybe I've got 20 minutes to play a video game or whatever. I don't want to have to think about deep things. I just got to carry this package to this place.
Yeah,
I'll go as far as I can in 20 minutes.
You don't want to worry about punching your horse or the cops coming while you're trying to cook.
Do that. That's for sure.
The cops coming while you're trying to cook a piece of fish on the fire. You don't have to worry about any of that.
Yeah, no, everything's Gucci. We're good. So I don't know. So it's one of those things where this game is not a game for everybody. This is not a game that anybody thought that was going to come from Kojima because everybody was used to Silent Hill and they were ready for all that. And we thought that we were going to get this really weird, dark, spoopy game. And we got a collection of fetch quests. And I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I'll watch some streams. I'll watch people play it.
Maybe that's part of the experience of it, though. Is that it's hard and boring and torturous. I don't know.
See, that's not why I play games, though.
Me either, but maybe some people, I guess.
I'm not interested in spending $60 on a game that I'm gonna hate. That I know going
Simulator.
Into it. Absolutely. Well, I would play FedEx Simulator. But I don't know. This. Again, it's not going to be in any of my top games. It's coming out very soon.
It'll be out today.
Today.
At the time this episode comes out.
Go get it. Tell us how it is. This episode brought to you by Death Stranding. But, I mean, in a time where we have a lot of other good games that are about to start coming out, we've got
Star Wars
coming out. We've got Pokemon coming out. There are some great games that are on the horizon here. I don't really think this is going to hit nearly as hard as they'd hoped. So
it's just interesting that, this has been one of the most anticipated games. People are always talking about it, get hyped whenever there's any info about it.
Yeah, hype, bro.
So it's even the review peeps can't agree on, is this a good game or not?
Well, I think they're torn, obviously, but there's got to be something there because Kojima's not an idiot. That's
the thing. So it's there's
got to be something that we're not seeing.
Is everybody missing it? I know there's this complex thing of the word strand in Stranding is because strands are the theme of the whole game and things tie together in this and this and this and this. It's is it so deep that it goes over everybody's heads? Yeah,
this may be one of those games that Matt watches a video on YouTube 10 years from now with his grandkids.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe 20 years. Let's say 20, just to be safe.
Thank you.
And we're still finding new things out about this game.
Yeah.
Here's a new thing. I'm going to drop a little truth bomb on you. Conan O'Brien is in this game.
I saw that and I loved it. So that's
$60
for me.
Do I need to get this game? Come on.
No, just wait until people in the community do and tell you whether you need to or not.
I am probably going to wait until this game goes on sale. I'll pick it up at $20. This is a $20 game for me.
I will not be getting it.
Do you think it'll be a free PlayStation Plus game eventually?
Hey.
5 years. 5 years.
You know what? What were we talking? We were talking about PlayStation Now last week. Like, if this comes out on PlayStation Now, I might get PlayStation Now.
Okay.
I might do that.
I'll make a call.
Okay. Will you call Kojima and just see?
Yeah.
And ask him to put Conan on the line.
Is this PlayStation
Absolutely.
exclusive?
I think it is.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Well.
well,
It's
we'll
just
see.
like, all right, all the hype came to this. All right, carry the package, fall down. Sucks to suck.
I'm kind of sad that it has, I say ended. The game's not even out yet. When we're recording this, it's not even out yet. But I feel like it's already crash landed. I feel like they're going to have to do a lot more to this game to get people on board. And I think this is going to hurt initial sales. Like, the Kojima heads are going to get this game. But I don't think this is going to be nearly as popular as anything he's ever done. This is not Metal Gear at all. It's not even going to come close to that. So, I don't know.
Well,
hey, why don't you guys let us know what you think in the comments? Maybe by the time you listen to this, you have purchased and played. I'm guessing there's going to be some fat day one patch, and it's going to take you 19 hours to install the game. But
it'll be fine.
after you do all that, let us know. What do you think about it? So do that on this episode's post on our website, or right here in the Facebook community, or on your podcast app of choice. Do it by rating and reviewing us. 5 stars is great. Even though you may not think the game is 5 stars, how about this podcast? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just 10 stars.
Yeah, let's do it. But that's going to do it for episode 71 of the Free Play Podcast. Be sure to check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, YouTube, and also radio.com. And if we're not on the place where you listen to podcasts, let me know, and I will do my best to get us on there. You can send me an email, bubba@lovethynerd.com. And if you're not already a part of the Love Thy Nerd Facebook group, make sure that you do that. It's really simple. You just go to Facebook and type in Love Thy Nerd Community. It's going to ask you one question when you request to join. What's up, nerd? Just answer that question with anything. I don't care. It just shows and proves to me that you're not a robot. And if our mod team, not just myself, but if our mod team says, hey, this is a real person, they're super dope, let's let them in, then they'll click the button and you're in, and you get access to all the great things and memes that we talk about right here on this show. You can also find Love Thy Nerd on Facebook proper by searching for Love Thy Nerd, and Instagram and Twitter at Love Thy Nerd on both of those platforms. Be sure to follow the Free Play Podcast as well as Beard Bros. That's at Free Play Podcast and at Beard Bros LTN on Twitter. And we would love to get it going on the socials with you. Well, guys, once again, my name's Bubba Stallcup.
I'm Matt Warmbier.
I'm Kate Katawaki.
And for our cut man, Jonathan Clausen, we'll catch you next week. And remember, Jesus loves you, nerd.
You have been listening to the Free Play Podcast with Bubba Stallcup, Matt Warmbier, and Kate Katawaki, part of the Love Thy Nerd Podcast Network. Be sure to rate and review the show and share on all the social media.
Just eating an apple. No big deal.